Hi, I'm Granny, and we're going down a different rabbit hole today. As I was preparing to do Granny Goes Down the Rabbit Hole, I knew that there were many memories and family stories that I wanted to include that would not only help or benefit my family, but other families too. And here's one of them. When I was in my late teens, I loved to go down to the beach and watch the sunset. I loved the smell of the sea. I loved to watch people surf. I loved to watch the seagulls because they are very playful and they kind of do their own body surfing by skimming the crest of waves. So I just love the whole atmosphere of the beach. So I would watch the sunset and then often wait for the fog to roll back in. Sometimes, if you're standing high enough, you can see, especially in the wintertime, that the fog has backed off because of the temperature of the land. And when the land cools, the fog will come back in. So I enjoyed that process. And fog is very interesting. It muffles the sounds of people and animals, and it can also be a little disorienting. So one evening I was sitting on the beach. I had watched the sunset. I was enjoying it, watching people, just enjoying the whole thing. And as I was sitting there, I was enjoying how the fog was rolling in because it has this cocooning effect that is, to me, very comforting. And as you become surrounded by the fog, sounds of voices and people and the waves all begin to fade and become a little distorted. It was about 15 minutes after sunset, and it was still light. You could still kind of see things. And I was just enjoying the moment when I thought I heard a voice telling me to get up and go home. Well, that was weird. Who was that? Not too many people even know where I am. So I kind of ignored it. It was weird. Um, anyway, I was confused, but I wanted to stay longer. I was enjoying the fog. I loved the beach. The whole experience of sitting on a beach for me is very consuming. Soon I heard the voice again telling me to get up and go home. Again, I was a little more impacted this time, but it was all strange and new, and I enjoyed what I was doing, so I continued to sit there and enjoy. By this time, it had gotten dark and there were fewer sounds or voices that I could hear. And after a while, then it was like somebody was shaking me and screaming at me at the top of their lungs to get up and go home, which I did because it was kind of scary and it shocked me. And I had never had such an experience, and I actually haven't had one since like that. It was upsetting because I loved the beach and I wanted to stay and enjoy it, but I went home. The walk to and from the beach is really beautiful, and I really enjoyed it because there were beautiful homes, and especially because the landscape yards that I passed. I especially love the different vibrant colors of the fuchsia flowers, the bougainvillea, and amazing smells of gardenias. If you've never had a gardenia plant or a bush, it's worth going and smelling that because it just fills the air with the amazing smell of gardenias. And these plants grow really huge right next to the beach because of the humidity. These plants just thrive in that area. All right, so I walk home. I went to bed, not really thinking much about the experience. I got up the next day, got ready for work, and I never mentioned this experience to my roommate until we were driving to work and had the radio on, and it was announced that a woman's body had been found on the beach I had been sitting on. Here it is almost 50 years later, and I still wonder about this experience. and how my life could have been different, or not at all. My dad often has said that I overworked my guardian angels, and I probably have. I hope you enjoyed this memory. Please like and subscribe, and join me in another adventure when Granny goes down the rabbit hole, when I share my family's experience with the Spanish flu. Thank you.